Radiant's turn to ban.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. DK Truman here, officially streaming this time around. Only 5 minutes of delay indeed. Well, we'll have ourselves Winstrike versus Entity to be witnessed in this showdown for game number 2. It was Entity taking the first map away, which they did pretty dominantly. Both drafts kinda weird, pretty fun, but definitely kind of weird. But they did win it out in 30 minutes. Got a little bit out of hand for the Winstrike side. But now we are ready for game number 2. Of course, in the grand finals of the Dota2 Champions League.
5 seconds left.
Now let's get to see what they're building up. I'll remove my cam once the game starts. Well, the official game, so that you don't have me hovering over in every direction. But just right now, you can witness my beautiful bald head. Well, I still am very impressed that Winstrike are sponsored by Chupa Chups. That's still one of the freaking coolest sponsors I've ever seen in esports. I mean, there are some very nice ones, of course. You've always got, like, you know, your Monsters and your Red Bulls, but Chupa freaking Chups. Who doesn't love Chupa frickin' Chups? Delicious, godly, sexy, everything you need. Sand King pick up first for the side of Winstrike. Okay. Did get picked up last game as well, but I noticed. His lane went pretty okay. He got very annoyed, of course, because, well, he was playing up against Fisherman Bane and Chrysalis Bloodseeker, which is fairly annoying, but he got the tower down at a decent time. He also had okay-ish farm, not like the most impact. And it seems we're going to go a little bit of the same route. I like the fact that Entity ban out the Nature's Prophet because they know that Dahak plays a lot of Nature's Prophet safe.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Which is remarkably strong. Well, in case of Dahak, it is remarkably strong. And it's going to be a Pugna Bane, so Stormer, Fishman's heroes already picked and chosen.
Seconds.
Are we going to go about the exact same draft? I mean, this time no Kataomi Bara, which is, I guess, a plus because he did have a very annoying game. For heroes like Sand King, you try to stay hidden in the trees. He spots you for a second, charges you down. Also, Kataomi just in general had a really good game. But so far, let's see. They're running out of reserve time on the side of Winstrike. What like, you're playing against Bane. Normally you want something that gets out of his, like, Fiend's Grip or his Nightmare. I think heroes like Ursa. Ursa's always a pretty nice one, but Ursa sucks against Pugna.
Radiant's turn to ban.
Okay. Bane can't do much against CK except for, like, save a teammate. Pugna, same story, can just, like, save a teammate. Not great against the CK because you can't, like, one-shot the illusions anymore. Also, a Dahak Classic plays it in pretty much every patch. Is very counterable depending on how you continue the drafting. Like, Winter Wyvern's always a very solid choice. Legion Commander, very good against the CK because he summons his illusions and you just smack him. Husker would have actually also been a very good choice. And not a hero that Chrysalis would shy away from.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
So definitely got to be a bit fearful when it comes to whatever they will add in to their ranks. I really wish Marcy was in Dota right now, like in captain's mode. There's so many great combos you can make with Marcy. Bum bum. Oh, they're running out of time. I mean, they banned the A this time around, though. I definitely think that you would not care at all if the enemy picked A. Especially if they picked 4 position A, because he did nothing last game. Like, nearly every AA ever. Well, that's a lie, but it's horrible. Okay, Entity. I mean, they already have their mid-Stormer hero, their 5 position. They know what the enemy safe laner and off laner are most likely going to be. I mean, you could technically still swap the Sand King mid against Pugna, but I would not. What is a good hero that you want to run against CK? Okay. They ban out the Shadow Demon, which normally is like really good if you're playing against a DP.
10 seconds.
So maybe we get to see a Toby DP.
5 seconds left.
Which is, all things considered, pretty nutty.
It's Dyer's band now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Dyer pick.
So is the team dropped or not? What? Sorry. Medusa ban. Chen ban? The Chen ban's weird. I mean, to be fair, a good Chen can, like, completely destroy you, but even though the Chen on paper looks like a hero that is amazing this patch, because, of course, the neutral creeps are, like, stupidly OP. Some of them, at least. I haven't seen that many Chens this patch at all. So we just be chilling. Skywrath Mage. Not the first hero that comes to mind as a counter to CK. Nice instant silence. A lot of magic damage between Pugna and Skywrath. But if you pick a Skywrath, I'm thinking Legion Commander combined with it. Or Centaur? Tide? Tide's actually not bad against CK, because you can, of course, stun all the illusions at the same time, hit them with the Mystic Flare. Sky Tide offlane duo, is it strong? It's not, like, superb, but the problem is you are going to lack a lot of lockdown at that point, mainly Bane, and the Tide would have to do everything. I mean, that's, at this point anyway, going to be the case. And Oracle, the heavy save coming in, DP added on top, so probably a DP mid for Laurel, but there's still the potential of flexing on the Winstrike side. And there's again the Chrysalis Bloodseeker, of course. So far, they've only changed Kataumi's hero into a Skywrath. Wait, Winstrike dropped this team? Oh, I did not know that. Is that on, like, DLTV, or where's that story? Epic Esports Events announces Dota 2 Champions League Season 9. Indeed, there's going to be another season of Dota 2 Champions League. With, of course, an open qualifier.
10 seconds.
Ah, yeah, this is actually Winstrike and not Winstrike. Okay, you're right.
It's Radiant's ban now. Dire's turn.
They freeze their Dota 2 roster. But there are more teams that froze their esports rosters, right? I think there's also a CSGO team. I mean, to be fair, they don't have Eastern European doubts.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick.
Oh well. DK plus Beastmaster banned out. They're expecting an offlaner on the side of NCT. To be fair, to be very fair, Toby can also still play Pugna. And then they pick up a mid laner
10 seconds.
for Stormstormer. And then we have mid Stormstormer Voker, which would also be pretty pog.
5 seconds left. Dire's turn.
Winstrike, Storm Spirit, their last pick. Dangerous hero to pick against the Skywrath. I mean, the silence can absolutely destroy you. But for the most part, you want to like one-shot the Bane, 100% a Lincoln Sphere game on the Storm. Doesn't care about Bloodseeker at all. Like, zero cares given. I also need to thank you, Darksteel.
Choose your hero.
Oh, there we go. Follower only mode. Tidehunter, last pick for Entity. Okay, I mean, they went for still the last pick off lane. And I did mention Tidehunter being a reasonable choice. It is going to be a 4-position Sand King, mid Storm Spirit, off lane DP. So they are changing things up a little bit on the side of Winstrike. Draft against draft. I mean, Toby's playing Tide, which is really good against CK. But all things considered, everything added up, I like the Winstrike draft more. They've got push with DP and CK. They've got Roshan capabilities. They've got great team fight. They've got saves with the Oracle. They've got damage, physical damage, magic damage, catch, team fight. Like, they've got, you can check every box off. Like, they've got, like, everything necessary. Chase, catch, deep dive, lockdown, CK, Sand King, Storm, Oracle, even DP's AoE silence is very nasty to deal with. So I'm going to go with Winstrike Game 2. I think they have a very solid chance here to take home a Zebekin. Okay, let's see what they can get done.
Fortune and glory await.
We'll see. Can I still pop my cam here, or will I just... I could also just remove it. But then you're just gonna miss my bald face the entire time, which is also, like, unheard of. Okay, heading out towards bottom. Entity heading out towards top. Should not be able to encounter each other whatsoever. Going deep, Force Majeure, of course, went for Boots of Speed, considering he is a 4-position Sand King, which you don't see too often anymore. Going deep, going for the ring around the rosy play. Won't be able to spot anyone out, though Toby needs to be careful not to walk too close into the wrong direction. They count toward the small camp, make sure that the Pugna doesn't get easy farm. Should probably try and do the exact same on the opposing side. And yeah, he does have a sentry ward ready for that move. Counter ward comes out, noticed. Is he gonna walk up top? DP is starting off without any regen whatsoever. He's got a fairy fire. That's all he's got. And a 2-for-2 bounty rune trade. Unsurprisingly, no encounters coming in. I mean, it did take a while last game before First Blood was secured. So it wouldn't be too surprising if it happened in game 2 as well. Tobers, the old classic right-click wars coming out. Magic Stick is definitely going to be a necessity in the bottom lane. I mean, it's surprising to me that Seneko doesn't already have it. You're playing against the Tide plus Skyrat. They're literally just going to keep spamming the entire time. Mid lane matchup, same story here actually. Like, this is also a matchup where you pick up a Magic Stick because both the Pugna and the Storm Spirit keep on spamming short cooldown spells. Storm Spirit, of course, with the Static Remnant, and the Pugna, obviously, with Nether Ward. Okay, with Nether Blast. Lag again. Ooh, something's not good on the servers. Ah. Go when ready. Okay, entity. I don't know where the servers are necessarily that they're playing on. I would assume they're Russian servers, but the Russian servers, if I'm not mistaken, are based in like Sweden. Or at least I've always been told that they're based in Sweden. So there shouldn't be too many issues with like server range, whatever you want to call it. The old Plague Ward, another ward at least, like, drained the enemy's mana. Ooh. Katami gets first blooded by Seneko bottom lane. Still not sending out a Magic Stick. CK does have it, though. The Hawk's chilling. I mean, this is a very dangerous lane. Kill potential is all through the roof. You've got Oracle, especially if he hits level 3. Purifying Flames Burst is pretty nasty to deal with. And the CK in general, like, the stun can, if you're unlucky, last forever. And even the damage, like level 1, it can do 180 damage. Possibly. Which is a lot of damage. I mean, Tide's not easy to kill whatsoever because, well, it's a Tide. He's already walking around with 1100 HP and Kraken Shell. Daomi, however, is a whole different story. Top lane, Force Majeure and Fishman, just annoying each other as much as possible. But yeah, both sides just chilling, relaxing, double. Yeah, both of them going for the double null talismans. Not too inventive. I'm happy that it doesn't like stack in a sense that Storm Spirits just never run out of mana. Though they're going in onto Fishman. The Bane's in trouble, dropping low. Last hit, Nightmare. Save wasn't even necessarily needed. Nonetheless, Fishman stays alive. And doesn't feed away his life towards Winstrike. Looking for the courier kill. Fishman gets the catch. harass continues. And Chrysalis is just hoping his teammates drop someone's HP pretty low. Stormstormer, speaking of HP low, is very close to dropping, but he's got himself a nice bounty rune to recharge his bottle with, and he'll be just fine. Can rejoin the lane bottom. It's going to be Toby, who is currently just solo laning because it is a tide. And Toby, can he stay alive? He's trying to be Gucci, but eventually he gets a big fat crit in his back. Dahak's got that Helm of Iron Will, so he's not going to die anytime soon. I'm actually surprised that Toby's not getting the Helm of the Iron Will himself so that he can go for the Helm of the Dominator. Considering, where's that thing? Is it? Okay, wait. There's a couple of areas that it can be. Nope. No, I don't see it yet. The Harpies, I think they're called, in this patch, where they gain, like, flight vision. And have, like, a stupidly, but, like, this entire area, like this circle, is vision that they give. And they're flying. A moving ward. Which can be absolutely busted. Also, I quickly need to check something. Sorry. While I say that, notice almost I stop.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long.
And another game where it's just, I mean, to be fair, it is the grand finals and they're playing for a very decent amount of money. A pretty penny. It's not too surprising that it's a struggle fest. Going in on to Stormstormer Pugna. Dropping low, but not dead. Also gets a nice light little heal coming through. Mid, they actually do kill off Stormstormer, who for some reason walked back into the fray. And Fishman's in the area. Top lane, Chrysalis is free farming for the time being, which is very nice for the Bloodseeker. Bottom lane, same for Dahak. Not that Toby is struggling. Toby is actually keeping up perfectly this game. Notice is... yeah, he's trailing behind a little bit. Making their way downtown. Katomi TP stop. It is Notice in trouble. They lose Laurel to neutrals? He just died to ancients. Okay, Laurel. That's definitely a bit of a mistake. 1k net worth lead now for Entity. Notice loses his life top. Does have his level 6. Decides not to level Exo. I guess he just leveled like Spirit Siphon level 3 to get an extra Spirit Siphon charge so that he could possibly stay alive. Which seems the most logical of routes. Otherwise, rip. Also, I will remove my cam so that you can see everything correctly. There you go. Oh, catch on to Fishman. He went for some aggressive warding, and that's going to cost him dearly. Will be taking down Force Majeure. Going to take quite some time before he has his Blink Dagger done. Toby bottom. He's got some magic armor. Phase boots next. Honestly, it's looking pretty good for Entity right now. Stormstormer, of course, did die previously, but like his farm is still ahead of Laurel by 400 gold. Toby is miles, like 1,400 ahead of Noticed. The supports of Winstrike are slightly decently farmed in return, though. That's one big plus, is that the full armlet. That is the full armlet finished up on the CK. That's a lot of damage. The only problem is it doesn't really work that well against Tide. Oh. Wait. Is Tide gonna take that stack? Because they don't really have stack taker. Of course, Chrysalis can slightly try it with the Maelstrom, but they're not the greatest team in taking sacks. Notice gets ruptured. He's chasing in after Chrysalis. Can they get the kill? Spirit Siphon. Chrysalis runs away. Notice needs to get out of the silence, but they will find Seneko left behind. Continuing the chase onto Notice. Spirit Siphon in return. Kataomi, he's going for the fight, but Notice slowed down. Needs backup. There's the backup. In comes the storm. Silence comes out. Notice gets out of the silence just in the nick of time. And Laurel's not going to willy-nilly fly into his death. But another engagement that looks really, really good for Entity. I mean, it started to look very good for Winstrike, but they just didn't have the damage to get Chrysalis, and Chrysalis is getting pretty scary.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Laurel. Tober's going for the blink of Ravage play. Obviously. The Huck. I mean, I've seen a lot of builds on CK. Sometimes you go for Manta. Sometimes it's actually a very good Manta game for CK. It's a really good... Like, they've got 3 silences on the Dire side. Well, actually, 2 silences plus Decrepify. So, honestly, I think Manta is a really good item for CK this game. And they have a very hard problem clearing out illusions. Like, Tide is decent against it. The rest of the team sucks against illusions.
Those sneaky bums.
He's probably not going to go for it because they never do.
Is mine.
And noticed he's just building up that BKB. Lotus Orb. Very good Lotus Orb game. Superb Lotus Orb game for Winstrike. I mean, single target, single target, single target, single target, single target. And even Tide has a sort of single target spell. Coming in, catch. Attempt. Notice pops his Exo, but in comes Toby. He's got the Ravage ready. Blasts his load. Drain onto Notice, but in comes the Hawk. He does not have Phantasm available. Toby's actually dropping very low, but Kraken Shell keeps him alive. Force Majeure trying to get up on the high ground. If he could get that Burrow Epi in, that could have done a lot of work. But no Ravage against no Exo, pretty much. Oh, Chrysalis is farming the Ancients. Ooh, Rip Fishman. Fishy, fishy, fishman. CK Phantasm. Going for Toby. Can they get the kill on the Tide? It's a rough one, but he does have his illusion to deal the damage. Decrepify save onto Toby. Keep him alive. The silence comes out. They're trying to run away. Rupture onto Notice while he gets Nightmare saved. Actually, Nightmared, and they're doing a lot of different things at the same time. Force Majeure saved because of the power of Oracle with the Fate's Edict. All that magic damage gets nullified. Notice walks away, and just Seneko doing Seneko things. keeping his buddies alive.
I'll take your tribute.
Always such a solid position 5 player. Force Major spots out Stormer and gets spotted out in return. Needs to be careful. Sucky.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Seneco.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Wait,
bottom
what?
tower
How did he get it? Seneco just used Frosty Shovel? And Toby stole the mango.
top tower is under attack.
That's actually fucking hilarious. Yoink. Bottom lane, Epi pump fake, but he gets silenced then. Won't be able to connect much more. Another ward needs to be dealt with before they want to re-engage. But Stormstormer, he's actually out of mana completely. Downme does, they've got nothing in that bottom lane, but it's a little bit scary for Winstrike to engage.
Dire's top tower ain't a tower no more.
What does Crystallis? Does he have his BKBs? Yeah, he's getting close, sir.
Scanning for enemies. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Can they deny the tier 1 tower? Actually, TP coming in. They use it to bait Stormstormer in, however. Force Major needs that blink. Like, they desperately need the Sand King blink. Otherwise, it's going to be rough to make any engagement happen. Seneko is going to get caught. Fiend's Grip on top, but the silence comes out. He's keeping himself alive with the Fate's Edict. Does also have False Promise, Silence Spam. And just Fate's Edict alone, 4 seconds of magic immunity against a lineup that is 90% magic damage is so good. I mean, of course he dies, but it's like not a bad death.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Well, the long sucky. Seneco's Fate's Edict, so good.
Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower. Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant fortified their structures. Pretty good move if you ask me. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Mid tier 1 tower almost taken care of, and it's Stormstormer picking up the tower. Not a kill. I mean, not that many kills this game in general. But Crystallis top net with BKB's almost done. Toby's got the blink. Lotus Orb is going to be his next choice. Silence is still something annoying. Going in on to Toby, but again, it's not necessarily the target you want to try and kill.
Dire's middle tower is falling.
3. And into the pit they go with the XOUs, which is a nice steal. Definitely a very nice steal.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. Crystallis, Mjolnir next into BKB. Sorry, into a Basher plus Shard. Oh, But net worth wise, both teams very equal. Force Majeur's got his Blink Dagger. That is a big turning point in the game. Like, that can be such a surprise factor. Though, of course, you have to still be very careful against Nether Ward. I don't really get what Force Majeure was doing there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire is scanning for enemies. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Doc, Blink Dagger. I mean, that is a really must-have item this game. Like, you need to every single time it's Toby in the front line, but you need to one-shot. I mean, one-shot Fishman or Stormer or Kataomi. It's gonna be hard to one-shot Chrysalis. Oh, Fishman getting spotted out. The Hawk going in. Fishman stunned. And he gets bursted down. So Neko picks up the kill. The rest of the team is going to just run away. Blink Dagger's now done on the CK. Wondering how long it's going to take for him to get the shard. Which is also very nutty. What's DP looking for? BKB still not done. Unnoticed. Wait, how is it not done? Okay, now it's done. 7k net worth. Surprising that it wasn't done yet. Making my way down south. Heading out through mid. They're looking to make plays, but yeah, Chrysalis just enjoying farming. Oh, but they're smoked up. Nonetheless, it's not really the target that you're looking for. Toby's still lurking about bottom. Split pushing the area out. Laurel's got the Aegis. BKB double damage. Pretty nice. Going for the Witchblade? Okay. That's a weird choice.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand. Radiant's bottom tower must have been dizzy. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Okay, XOU's bottom lane going in. Force Majeure still hasn't hit an epi this game. Storm's gonna get jumped. Laurel, nice silence from behind by Notice. Looking for Toby. Can they lock him down? They need to interrupt him. No interrupt coming through, but they find a big kill. Stormer gets caught from behind because why don't they have any vision in the area? Why does Entity not have any vision here? Like, they just TP towards the outpost, walk in, silence from behind, take him down. Also, Force Majeure needs to... Okay, he did use an epi that I think that's his first this game. It's not the easiest against, of course, 2 silences plus a bane. But still, net worth wise, both teams very equal. Mjolnir's done on Chrysalis though, which is pretty solid to try and deal with the CK illusions. But a TP coming in, Stormer's here. Toby's ready to blink Ravage, Lotus Orb, go ham. And the Aegis is going to expire in 40 seconds, so not too much being done. I mean, they got the tier 2 tower, they got a decent back the net with advantage.
Wish fulfilled.
And topside Force Majeure. Stormer's nearby. He's going for the A on disc. Desperately needs it, but this could be a big surprise. Doesn't have the epi though. That's a big downside. Otherwise, he could probably solo Stormer. He's only got 1300 HP. Nonetheless, Stormer TP's bottom, so they won't be able to get a catch. Even Dahak is in the area going for the Shadow Blade. Silver Edge, of course, later on. Very good against the Tide Hunter to get a break in. Against the Bloodseeker. I think you get rid of Thirst. I don't know if Thirst is like tiny alts where it's like one of those things that just does nothing. Like, you can't break it. I don't know what all the you can't break spells are. Well, actually, that's the Witchblade done. Okay. Lincoln Sphere. Well, yeah. Pop's BKB, Fiend's Grip dead. Pop's BKB, Ruptured. Actually doesn't really care. But the instant silence as well from the sky can be disastrous. Smoked up, looking for a catch. They find Force Majeure. Laurel goes in, BKB pop, but there's the Fishman Fiend's Grip. False Promise comes out. Notice now going to get Ruptured as well. BKBs have been used. Exo came out. Toby still has the Ravage. But they have nothing on the side of Winstrike. Like, they used everything there. No CK ulti. No DP, BKB, or Exo. No Storm, BKB. So if you take a fight right now, you're going to get destroyed. An entity know it. They know it's true.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Pipe done on the Tide. Okay. Full on pipe. Aghanim Scepter next. Not going for the Refresher. I mean, to be fair, if he has Ags and then Refresher, he probably has the mana for the 3 combo. Because I don't think... Yeah, if you buy straight up Refresher right now, you don't have the mana pull on Tide. I mean, you could get it, of course, when you Soul Ring, do combo, Refresher, Soul Ring again. Seneko on the run, chased by Toby. Seneko dead. And that is a big kill. That's the biggest of kills. Because Seneko is the one that keeps saving everyone in every fight.
Top tower is under attack.
Drops the Fiend's Grip. And such. Get a catch, going in. Force Majeure dropping low. No Epi again. Though the backline jump on Fishman. Epi comes out. Doesn't get the pop off in time. However, it is 3-4-1. They will get the TP away onto the DP. And Dahak is still trying to run to safety. His illusions are in the area. Just saying hi, but will be absolutely smacked down. What is Dahak still doing here? He's looking to get a freebie, but... he doesn't even have mana for a Chaos Bolt. He can't TP. Roche is up in 15, which is very problematic. Considering second Roche's free shard. It's a good shard. What does that do? Shield of the Scion. Every time Skywrath Mage casts an ability, he gains a buff that grants bonus intelligence and armor. Each cast stacks independently. Is that good? That sounds like garbage. I mean, not necessarily garbage, but doesn't... it sounds like a nice addition, but it does fuck all. But a 3k lead for Entity regardless. Not too shabby. Not too bad. Kaya for Laurel. Dahak BKB is his next item. They spot out that Roche is up. That is definitely something that they want to steal. But need to make sure that they don't walk in the Observer range. And they give away that they're even considering Roche. Ooh, Lotus done on the DP. This could be fun. But yeah, now it's just going to be a little bit of a Roche standoff. Stormstormer's got his Plague Ward already placed. Jump in onto Stormstormer. Lodesorb versus Lodesorb shenanigans. Chrysalis Basher getting closer. Then Refresher? I mean, double Mjolnir effect, I guess. Double BKB, double Rupture, a lot of AoE. They just pop Exo, head into the pit. It can easily be scouted out by Chrysalis. There indeed, he spots it out. CK Illusions used by Dahak. He's just going to get drained. Winstrike making a couple of mistakes here. Because now they don't have Exo and now they don't have Phantasm. And they've got everything. Burrow in from Force Majeure. Ravage gets blown. Uses himself up to stay alive. But notice he's just going to get bursted down. It seems. False Promise. Zip in on towards the backline. Trying to go for Fishman. Make sure no Finscript comes out. They actually find Chrysalis and Fishman. Was this just the ultimate bait? Buyback coming out from Fishman. Epi ready for Force Majeure. Epi ready for the Burrow on the back line. Going for Kitami and Stormstormer. Aeondis gets popped on the high ground. They go. Fiendscript from Fishman holds in place the Hawk. Fishman almost taken down. Just barely staying alive. Could be a dieback, but Kitami buys back as well. Rejoins the fray. Radiant. I'm surprised that the Storm didn't buy back. He's got a tier 1 tower top. And because he just decides not to rejoin, they're gonna lose Roche. I mean, they're chasing deep for Notice. He's got an Lotus Orb, he's trying to run away, will be caught out, and now he's dead. And he doesn't actually have a buyback available. So they bought back on both supports from Entity, and the fight looked so terrible for the side of Winstrike. Then it looked so good, and then they decided, let's not buy back until we already lost our players. Like, that's the big downside. They buy back the moment DP dies. Toby's Ags is getting close. Roshan's still up. Double damage. Was it bottled? Oh yeah, Stormstormer's got it bottled. His Aeondisc is almost ready again, which is going to be very big. And into the pit they go. They scan it, but Roche is already dead. Too slow. Forget about the fact that the enemy is near the Roche pit. Like, you already wounded Roche. Winstrike definitely feel like they're one step behind most of the game. Like, the first Roche steal that they managed to make, the first Roche attempt, that one was very nice because Entity never expected it, but they're just letting it slip a lot of the time. Ba-da-bum. Force Majeure Shard next. The Hawks got a full gem. And Silver Edge, of course, but he's got a gem. Do they have a Glimmer? Why does he have a gem? They have no glimmers. They have no invis. Is it just for counter warding purposes? But then why would you give it to the CK? This makes zero sense. Or am I missing something? No one has like a talent, right?
Top tower is under attack.
What does his axe do? Sprays his blood continuously in the area around him, damaging himself to damage and slow his enemies while active. Thirst healing is increased. Cannot be turned off while on cooldown. HP per second cost / damage. Move speed slow. Thirst heal bonus. What? Is that good? Isn't the shard like 10 times better than the Ags? Like, it's an AoE slow that also increases your thirst healing, but it also kills you. So if the enemy has like 4 staffs and glimmer capes and Aeon discs and such, you just die. Lotus versus Nightmare. Chrysalis gets the TP out because the Hawk doesn't have a Basher. Fishman, though, he's going to be a nice finisher. They both slept for quite some time. He actually doesn't have a buyback, which is a little bit scary. So that means in a team fight, Storm can pretty much do whatever he wants. He's going for Ags. Ooh, I like the Ags. That's his own miniature Ravage to try and deal with a backline jump. If you get a big, fat Epi Burrow plus AoE Electric Vortex, sky's the limit. Toby spotted out, noticed, doesn't have the shard yet. Tobers. The Hawk has the Silver Edge, not gonna try and burst down the Tobers. Man doesn't want to risk death. Katomi, Blink, with the Rod of Atos. Going Helm of the Dominator. And you know why he's going Helm of the Dominator? You probably have seen it before this patch. Where are they? Where are they? Where are... Why are they killing all the small camps? Stop killing the small creeps. The Flying Ward, which is O-freaking-P. It gives you all the vision in the world. Chrysalis, Swift Blink, and then Refresher? Bottom lane being pushed out by Notice. They noticed. And he's going Shard and Refresher. But yeah, Notice is gonna be hunted. Storm has got a full Octarine. Ooh, blink out, baby. TP out, baby. Actually had a blink, didn't you realize? Well, top lane, we've got some CK illusions going ham. Uses Phantasm for that, forces TPs back to base. I mean, definitely someone has to TP back to base, otherwise these illusions... Well, they're not going to do that much damage to your tier 3. They're probably going to have... Actually, it's still a decent amount of damage. Could be worse, could be better. But also it does mean that there's no Phantasm available for the foreseeable future. Gem v Gem. Nullifier for CK is going to be big. Against the Poogers. So that his Aeondis gets immediately purged off. And he can't force that. Like, that is such a big item. But then again, Bashers as well. Nonetheless... Stormstormer's not there. They're going to go for a fight, and Stormstormer has to run for a very long time. Actually, he's steeping into the fray. They jump Seneko. Seneko is dead. Exo comes out. Notice going for Fishman, trying to get Bane. Bane will get the Fiend's Grip onto Lob. Fishman is finally dead, taken out. Both supports have fallen, but they, in the meantime, lost Dahak, and that is a big loss for the side of Winstrike. Like, they buy back on Seneko, but the fact that the Hawk needs to buy back if they want to reinitiate is problematic, to say the least. Though BKBs are on cooldown, Ravage has been blown. Most of the stuff has been used. Force Major, no vision, so no catches afterwards. But yeah, another buyback forced out on the side of Winstrike. Next Roshan, maybe a minute 20, maybe longer. And there's a big AoE Electric Vortex of Science on top from Notice, but there's the Rupture in return. Trying to run away is Notice. They find Seneko. Seneko is dead. And that's Noticed in trouble as well. Force Major with the Burrow. No Epi on top. They're going in for Dahak, but there's the Silence. Great Silence on the Storm. But they find Dahak. He is dead. Sorry, Chrysalis. He is dead. Toby gets broken. Walks away. Force Major gets the Burrow up the high ground. He's still trying to disengage. Has the Yules. Blink out. Stormstormer won't be able to catch up to him. And they find Chrysalis, but it cost them 2 very big kills. Nice showing there of the Aghanim Scepter from the Storm Spirit. He's got the Shard now as well. Once he hits level 25 and gets the Overload attack bounce all of a sudden, you're going to see Laurel do some damage. He's even going for the Revenant's Brooch. Wait, that works with E-Blade. Actually, that works against Pugna if he decrepifies any of his allies. Plus, I think if you use that, can't you still take down the Plague Ward? I would assume you can still take down the Plague Ward. Sorry, not Plague Ward, but the Nether Ward. But yeah, I've seen this item slightly creep up more. It is a very strange item. Your next 5 attacks have True Strike, nice, and deal magic damage. Expires after 15 seconds. Can attack ethereal units and deals no damage to magic immune enemies. And magic immune targets. Causes your next attack to apply poison. Is it more poison damage? Can only trigger once every 9 seconds. This attack has True Strike. It's 1 times your intelligence instead of 0.75, which is slightly better, I guess. So still a costly item though, but you already have 1 piece, so not the end in the world. Neutral items coming out. Smoke is there. Roshan is up. That's a free Ags. That would be huge for whoever manages to secure it. Fiend's Grip on Force Majeure. Jump on the back line. AoE Electric Vortex. Fiend's Grip is now on cooldown for 100 seconds. And this is superb because they didn't force the False Promise out. That is really good for Winstrike in the next fight.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Coming in. Ravage gets blown. BKB's popped though. Refresher, but there's still BKBs being popped. Force Majeure even has a BKB. Double Ravage now on cooldown. Notice did, of course, use his Exo in the process, but this is very problematic. Toby's double Ravage does nothing. They walk into the pit, and how can they defend this? Give a free Ags to... I have no idea. I guess the DP? But Royce almost dead. Toby jumping in. Burrow on the back line. Zip. AoE Electric Vortex only guys. Sucrus Chrysalis pops his BKB. Toby is dropping low in the pit. Toby is dropping very low. Toby the save from Stormstorm. It keeps him alive. And Chrysalis comes up hunting. Look at the Bloodseeker going ham. He's munching on all his targets. And that is just it. That should be the G to the G coming in. Because Roshan is about to die. And they actually turn that horrendous fight perfectly in their favor. Free Ags to be used as well. I guess on no fucking clue who gets it. Skywrath? I think Skywrath is probably your best. No, Skywrath is definitely your best bet. He's got the Helm of the Dominator. Where's that stupid hawk thingy? Ah, there we have one. The Harpy Scout. Take off. Yeet.
Radiant's middle tower's not feeling the love.
Ha, he's got it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Look at this range. Look at this flying ward range of the Harpy Scout. Look at where it's positioned. Wait, I'll show. This is Dyer's vision. This is Dyer's vision. This is bullshit. That's what this is. Oh yeah, but it costs mana to stay afloat. Yes, but it regens more mana than that the spell costs. Or no, it's exactly even. It actually doesn't lose any mana. Or does it? It's slowly, very slowly dropping. But it can be here forever, pretty much. God. Gaben made something very weird. Going in, Notice on the run, BKB, TP out, 26k net worth advantage for the Dire side. Who actually got the free Ags? Skywrath got the free Ags. Fiend's Grip, the Huck, bye-bye, baby. That is a huge kill.
Unstoppable. On edge.
He actually hasn't had a new item in a very long time, by the way. I mean, I think he just built up the BKB. Which technically is a new item, but it's not the greatest BKB game. And now Duck is also dead. Chrysalis, Swift, Blink, done. Still going for the really wants that refresher. But yeah, now you got the Ags on Skywrath, so you got like double. Just spam. Just a frick load of spam. Sipping. Trying to cut the creep wave, Laurel. The only downside is he misses it. Toby's got the refresh, so he's got double Ravage this time around.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The slow siege continues. Nether ward damage per mana instead of the nether blast damage. Okay, okay, Doc. Invised up. This little illusion army, not really gonna do much. Honestly, he's just been using his phantasm for like just to use it pretty much this entire game. Never really saved it. Of course, it's not a spell with the longest cooldown, but still. Doesn't even have shard. Who doesn't have shard on CK? A 300 cast range plus an illusion that hits the enemy for 6 seconds. I don't get it. Oh, the Ravage, double Mystic Flare, double Ravage, Fiend's Grip, Notice is dead, Epi Burrow onto just Fishman Bane. And they blew their load, but they got everything they wanted. Triple buyback used, looking for a quad buyback. No money available on the CK, and that should be at least 2 sets of racks. Probably going to be the finisher here. An Entity looking to take this finals by storm. Laurel misses AoE Electric Vortex completely. Toby just walks away. He's got the Gouda. He's got everything he needs. Notice is going for the backline chase, but he's just going to get bashed up by Chrysalis running in. And yeah, there's nothing you can do. There's no backup. Your teammates are dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're done. You're finished. Indeed, that is it. That's the GG called. And Winstrike lose game number 2. So grand finals 2-0 lead for Entity coming up right now. Meaning there's a potential that we might get a clean sweep grand finals right now. But of course, game 3 probably going to have about the same heroes to be picked. But 32 to 15, 46 minute game. I mean, that Roche fight where Chrysalis just went ham and cleaned up the enemy team. Superb from Entity. But honestly, Winstrike, I can't believe they lost that fight. Like, they took everything from them in that situation. They had double Ravage wasted. They had no Fiend's Grip. They had nothing on the side of Entity. But still they win the fight because Winstrike get distracted. Either they want to take down Roche or they want to take down the enemies. But they want to try to do it at the same time. And that's a big problem because they got completely caught out. And yep, indeed, there we have it. 2-0 for the side of Entity. But still a decider to be witnessed. We'll be going towards a short little break before map number 3 starts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On and on to the lands out west, the setting sun, where the big of the storm never got you all who try. The
Pale fading stars, we sleep tonight. For our quest takes us far and so long. But with the rise of the sun in the far eastern skies, never bow down. For our kingdom come. Sometimes I wonder if love has a meaning. Feels like the sadness won't end. Sometimes I wonder, why do we try? We're looking for answers in vain. Every step I've taken led me closer to the edge. And I'm falling, and there's nowhere to return. I'll stand mistreated by your words and by your promises. The lies were ephemeral, but the truth will fade away.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlefolks, to some more Dota. To game number 3 between Entity and Winstrike. I'll quickly move my gorgeous face out the way so that you can watch the draft unfold. Unfold's the word I'm looking for, before your very eyes. Indeed, looking forward to another nutty game. To be fair, both games have been like, especially in the early parts, very slow in the approach that both teams have been running, but it's been very enjoyable regardless.
It is Radiant's ban.
Some very nutty team fights came through, which I'm always a big old fan of. Let's see what we can get. Nate's Prophet again banned out. This time, Winstrike are gonna ban out the Puggers for Stormstormer. But I'm hoping for a Stormstormer Voker. Give me that Quas Exort. Stormstormer, you know you want it. You know it's true. I also should have made up my bed. Whoopsie daisy. Last ban for the Chupa Chup squad. Actually, Winstrike right now. So if any team's looking for, Org is looking for a team, Winstrike looking pretty good. Made it to the finals of the Dota2 Championsleague. I think they beat VP as well. So of course, Eastern Europe right now has a bit of turmoil and no DPC League, which is horrendous.
Dire's turn to pick.
Sand King cometh. So that is going to be a... probably Toby Sand King? I mean, to be fair, it could also be Katomi. This time it does not get yoinked up by the Winstrike side. Force Majeure did not have a great game on it, to be fair. Tiny plus Io? Oh no, sorry, Io's banned. Tiny plus something that's actually good against the Sand King in the laning stage. I mean, you could always just go for the good old classic Omni. Or you pick up the Death Prophet. Could be a 5. I don't know if Seneko plays Death Prophet 5 though. Probably does. But probably is going to be a, you know, a noticed DP like last game, or maybe even a Dahak DP with a Force Majeure Tiny. There's still reasonable flexibility in the Winstrike roster. Tiny can be mid, 4, off lane even, safe lane. DP can pretty much be about the same positions as he just mentioned. Safe, off lane, mid, position 5. Position 4, I don't know. But there's the Bloodseeker choice, which of course every single time gets chosen against DP to make sure that he can't run around the team fight. It's either, normally you go for a Shadow Demon to counter the DP in a team fight, but they're going for the Bloodseeker because, to be fair, Chris, this is 1-2 games with Bloodseeker, so I don't really see a reason why you should stop. So this time there is no Fishman bait. I like the fact that Winstrike actually ban out heroes that have been played multiple times on the side of Entity. So they need a different 5, they need a different mid at the very least.
It is Radiant's ban.
Necro DK ban? Why do I see so many DK bans and picks? I really don't get it. The hero's Garbo.
Seconds.
Bum 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 bum
5
bum.
seconds.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun.
It is Dire's ban. It is Radiant's ban. Seconds remain. 5 seconds. Player's turn to ban.
Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's see. Banned the Toby Veno. Oracle. I mean, it makes sense that you ban out the Oracle if you're afraid that the well, no, they banned out Veno previously. Then I have no idea. I mean, in general, Oracle's annoying, but still.
Dire must choose.
And the Skywrath Mage ban. Snako did play a very good Oracle. That I have to admit. Gyrocopter? Gyro support? I guess 4 or 5. Something along those lines. Weird.
Seconds. 5 seconds remain.
So their team fight's already finished. On like both teams pretty much have enough team fight already. They've got push and Roche capabilities a lot on Winstrike. Entity not so much. Roche is kind of weak. Push is horrible. So they preferably want something along those lines. They've got good dive. They've got good chase. They've got solid team fight between Bloodseeker and Sand King. They've got magic damage, physical damage. So in that regard, it's okay, but no push, no Roshan. Makes it a little bit dicey. Maybe get something along the lines of Snapfire is always nice, I guess. Shaman, it adds push and Roshan capabilities. There's a lot of lockdown. Sand King Shadow Shaman lane is also very scary because it's a lot of damage. I like Shaman so much. Such a good hero. I mean, they nerfed him to crap right now. I love like the toolkit that he has, but he's like in a terrible position because his attack range is horrible. It's like 400, and his cast range is same story, also horrible. He does have the second highest base attack damage in the game, highest of course being the Tree and Protector. But his his cast range is so abysmally short.
Winter Wyvern.
Winter freaking Wyvern is my bae. Of course, not as much of my bae as Coddle. Coddle is like bae right now. But Wyvern is still mad respect. Well, makes it definitely threatening. You can get like anyone that stands next to Tiny dies. Winstrike might consider like a Shadow Demon maybe for a save. Or a Spirit Breaker for, I guess, the chase onto both the Shadow Shaman and Wyvern, because they are very squishy supports. If you get on top of them, Tiny Spirit Breaker can freaking smack them out of existence in like seconds.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds.
That's a very strange lineup for Winstrike right now. I assume 4 DP, 5 gyro, offlane. No, sorry. Offlane DP, Bada 4, gyro 5, tiny safe, and then you need a mid laner. Where against the Wyvern, I almost always immediately think like Foker, maybe? You get that Sunstrike, easy setup. It's also good against Shadow Shaman, of course. It's also good to pick it up on the side of Entity without a shadow of a doubt. Like you get a Shadow Shaman, Shackle, plus Sunstrike, or you get a Burrow plus Epi, Winter Wyvern, Curse plus Epi. So it's a good Foker. Yeah, they ban out Foker on the side of Winstrike, because it's a very good Foker game.
5 seconds remain.
Would also be good against Spirit Breaker because you can interrupt the charge easily with the Tornado and DP, Spirit Vessel against DP, stuff like that. Though Entity running out of time, ban out the puck. They're afraid that this is, well, they expect this not to be a mid DP, which currently I am expecting the same for both sides. What are the mid laners going to be? Stormer, what's left? Could go Kunkka or something basic. Quap. I go ultra basic.
10 seconds.
I mean, Quap's actually terrible against DP. It's our Spirit Breaker.
5
So maybe not
seconds.
Quap. Ember? Pango! That's reasonable. Okay, Stormer Pango then. Probably, unless they're going to make this a Toby Pango. Then Stormer Sand King. Possibly. And against the Pango, what are you going to pick? You can't go Bloodseeker, because of course they have the enemy already has it. Grimstroke's always good against it, but that would mean that you'd make this a tiny, I guess, support with the DP mid. Maybe even a go Grimstroke mid. I mean, I don't really know. Pango is hard to counter right now. Like, Puck would be decent. Now you need the level 25 talent to catch out the Pango. What other heroes can interrupt a Pango roll? Like Bane, banned. Winter Wyvern, they picked it themselves. Bloodseeker, they picked it themselves. Puck, banned. Like, you're running out of heroes. Soulbind is like the last one that's left. But this, you don't really want to go for Grimstroke last pick. Maybe a save against OD. Sorry, Winter Wyvern. I was thinking maybe OD. Though it's super risky. Considering your team doesn't have a save, I would love to see something that saves. Shadow Demon 5 can also still be picked up. Good against Wyvern. A Demonic Purge the Bloodseeker to make sure he doesn't really do much in the team fight. Laning stage wise, good against the Sand King Shadow Shaman combo because they have horrible attack range, cast range, so you can just spam your spells. Winstrike. Chupa Chups. So many choices, so many options. Most of them suck. Could also just go for one of the spirits. Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, or Monkey King. Where the frick did Monkey King just come from? So it's a safe lane Monkey, mid Tiny, or Spirit Breaker, offlane DP, Gyro 5. Okay, so you're going to be playing Monkey against a... It's actually a 5 Shadow Shaman and a 4 Winter Wyvern. Okay. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm definitely liking the entity draft more. Even though Winstrike have like godly team dangerous heroes. Tiny mid is scary. They've got push. Monkey King is also a hero that can definitely win out late game against the Bloodseeker. But I believe in the Katomi Wyvern. So I'm gonna go entity game 3. Monkey landing against a Sand King Wyvern needs to be very careful. Because a Gyrocopter Monkey can easily die against Splinter Blast plus Burrow / Sandstorm. Of course, you can dodge it, sort of, if you time it perfectly with the Mischief. But, it's annoying. It's definitely fairly annoying. I like make myself tiny. Fit myself in there.
Preparation is short. Use it wisely.
I cover half the stuff. I'll just put myself here. Myself super big so that you always have me in the top right corner. Which I don't think anything really shows up in the top right corner, right? I hope not, at the very least. Gyrocopter 5. I've played it a couple of times. I liked it, but I played it during the patch where Luna could play 5 as well, sort of. I mean, most people said you can't, but you still did. And I like Luna more. Luna is fun, especially if you get like Refresher, Ags, and just go brrr. This Sand King's tail is super cool. Look how big that fucking thing is. Well, 2 for 2 bounty. Rune pickup. Monkey King. Bracers Fairy Fire. Bracers low. Oh yeah, bracers do give you 3 auto attack damage. How much does Quelling Blade give you? Plus 8 if you are melee. And Monkey King is one of the heroes that is absolutely garbage in the beginning of the game when it comes to HP. Tobers, just chilling.
I take what I please.
In the mid matchup, Stormer versus Laurel. Tiny versus the Pango, but Pango should survive for the most part. Shield crash pretty solid. Bit of a slow. I mean, to be fair, the Wyvern Arctic Burn is... It did get buffed. It used to be even longer cooldown, but it's still a horrible cooldown. 38 seconds cooldown. Is nuts. Oof. Toby taking a lot of damage in the lane. Force Major pulling the lane back. I mean, it's... Shaman is just a weird 5. Does about the same as a Bane does, sort of. I mean, does have more lockdown, but... Now you got Shackles, that's not an ulti. Instead of Fiend's Grip, that is. Doesn't pierce BKB, of course, but regardless. Chrysalis having fun in the bottom lane. Pretty much has had 3 games of... Well, 2 games prior that have both been very easily done.
A little something extra. For the
And again, no first blood just yet, like pretty much every map. Toby, though, is really struggling in the top lane. Doesn't even have a point in Cossack Finale, which is pretty surprising, because most of the time that tends to be the case. Stormer toss back, but should be just fine. Laurel is going to go most likely for the magic damage build, considering it's a mid-tiny, so think the Avalanche toss combo. Notice dropping low. Chrysalis not going to dive for the kill, but he is pretty fast because of it. He's got that thirst movement speed. Healing Salve needs to be used, otherwise he's going to be forever the fastest man alive. Oof. Look at that rocket barrage damage. Kataomi not liking it. There's a high ground ward, which I think Suneko knows because of the position that Kataomi started auto-attacking. But yeah, both offlane are struggling. Kind of the norm in this series. Toby's gonna get spotted out. Toby is dead. First blood gets secured. Just like in the first game, Toby gets first blooded.
Well, that's how it's done, kids.
Top lane, Kataomi taking a lot of damage. Suneko doing a lot of work. Kataomi, can he get away? Splinter Blast comes out. Suneko is dead. Kataomi will be just fine. The Huck is actually being slowed down heavily as well. Toby's got a burrow in a second, and that is going to be a double in return. Splinter Blast comes out. Toby gets the double kill secured and makes up for his unfortunate first death of the game. He's got himself Bracer, Soul Ring, Higuchi. Caught up completely, even though he only has 15 last hits. He is just behind the Huck, who has 10 more. I know Nota's still like struggling bottom, but it's been a rough series for him. I don't even remember what hero he played in the first game. Chrysalis triple slippers of agility. The trip slip. Actually, Chrysalis got dove under in bottom lane. Laurel tries to get the kill. TP back. Force Major. He's gonna get right click down. Avalanche toss back. Fishman. Cold Embrace keeps him alive. Notice they want to consider. They're considering going for it, but they don't have the damage. Though actually, Laurel is walking back. Around he goes. Where he'll stop. On Fishman, he knows. Gets the kill. Eventually, they do lurk about a little bit too long. I mean, he's got an arcane rune. He can do that all day long. Bottle refilled as well, and they're looking to take down the bottom tier 1 tower. Level 7 towards mid. Suneko's being chased by Stormstormer. And Stormstormer won't be able to kill off Suneko. While Chrysalis dies? Why was Chrysalis still bottom?
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
Unk. Does have swashbuckle. Suneko. Ooh! Stormstormer makes the whiff happen. While bottom, Fishman's going to be hunted. Chrysalis TP's in, but Laurel is still here. Chrysalis TP's. Why are they still fighting towards the tier 1 tower bottom when you know there's a mid laner there? Exo is going to be used by Notice, and right now Winstrike are getting the advantage towards mid. Suneko is being a prick against Stormstormer. Rune's going to spawn, and it is, of course, a regen rune picked up by Laurel. Recharges his bottle. He's going for the Blink Dagger first item, unsurprisingly. Burrow at B. Toby does not get it off. The Hawk needs to get back. Needs to look for a tree to dance onto. What the fuck is that Korea doing there? Oh, Toby! At B. Boom, baby. The Hawk gets caught by a Toby God play. Hashtag Toby big fan in chat, please. Because he actually, like, this entire army of trees, and he cuts the absolute perfect one. The man, the myth, the Toby. He's going for the Blink Dagger. He's going to have it in no time. Chrysalis. Yeah, Chrysalis is getting just butchered. Still not level 6. Very close, but forced back towards space because Laurel is just the deepest hunter the world has ever seen. But everything can change once Toby gets his blink. Like, you gotta fear the blink, the Epi Burrow blink play. Toby is top net worth of the game right now. 3 kills, 1 death.
Radiant have fortified their structure.
Top side, Rolling Thunder in, and Tsuneko finally dies. Stormstormer's a happy camper. With the tier 1 tower, top being the target. Fishman, gotta be careful. Force Major's nearby. And he's walking up the high ground, but okay, Force Major is actually walking away. The Huck. Echo? I assume? What other items can you... Yeah, no, Echo. I mean, you... Not the... no, you definitely don't look to build up a Hellflower first item. Oh, it's actually not bad on the Monkey to get, like, a Mage Slayer, considering if you bound the Strike, they all do less magic damage against you, which is pretty A-okay. But Wyvern is now level 6, so you gotta always be fearful of the curse of the Black Pearl. And Laurel's got the Blink Dagger plus double damage bottled up. Noticed. Looking for the tier 1 tower towards mid. Chrysalis is under ward vision, but they're not going to go for Chrysalis. Call down comes out. Wait, they did go for Chrysalis. Never mind, missed it. Curse is available, but they're staying spread. Force Major looking for a target. Homing missile. Boom. Sorry, I don't know how they still killed him. I was like, oh yeah, they popped their shit, take down tier 1 tower mid, but it was all a bait. And Chrysalis still building up a Javelin. We're 11 minutes in. Still no Javelin.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Okay, that was a very quick Aegis pop. Like, ridiculously quick. Laurel, Avalanche toss, Stormstormer loses the Aegis. Charge comes in, going for Toby. They've got the lockdown. And that is Toby lifted up in the sky. Stormstormer coming in with the Rolling Thunder going for Tsuneko, but he just bamboozles Stormstormer. Entire Rolling Thunder wasted. And what is happening here?
There is little hope for Radiant's middle tower. Radiant should look to their middle tower. Radiant's middle tower is no more. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Where's my pension?
Well, Winstrike not looking too shabby, especially because Chrysalis still doesn't even have a Maelstrom. The Hawk, Dasso next. I mean, they do have a lot of physical damage, but they also mainly have a lot of magic damage.
Mega kill!
You made bedrock, now dying. There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
There we go. Toby, big fan in chat.
Bottom is missing.
Toby's going for the shard next. Okay. Okay. He's slightly dwindling down in the net worth chart. They smoke up. I mean, they do have quite a decent amount of lockdown if they can get a catch onto Force Majeure. So smoke gets broken, he spots him out.
Dire's
Get away, Fishman. Hex. And pure lockdown. The Spirit Breaker will be finished off. The Fusel Blade's also done on Stormstormer, so running away is pretty rough.
For enemies.
Heading out towards top. Can they get another catch coming in? Fishman and Stormstormer, they're looking in the area to lock down as many as possible. But in the meantime, notice his BKB is almost done. You've got the... Okay, he's just... Actually, what does he have? He's got the shard done on the gyro. That shard's pretty cool. It's not like the greatest thing the world's ever seen, but it can be very annoying.
On the hunt for radiant forces. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chrysalis I mean, he needs a BKB before he can take any fight. Top lane, Serpent Wards were dropped. They get a catch onto Force Majeure. They will actually find Stormstormer. And Stormstormer's dead. Oh, they find one, but they lose another. And Serpent Wards have also been used for that endeavor. And even Rolling Thunder. So they're really greedy to try and create space here. Which, to be fair, they are doing. Chrysalis is finding free farm time. And the net worth advantage is not increasing, which is a big plus. So Toby needs to be careful. One silence could catch him. And there's the jump coming in. Tries to run away. Fishman shackles onto Laurel, but the charge coming in from the Bara. Winter's Curse onto Notice, but they're spread out a little bit too much, so the curse is already gone. Fishman still, the charge continues. And they find themselves a double without losing too much. Nonetheless, it's honestly not looking too bad here for Winstrike. Might just finally get their first victory going. Crystal is still just farming away. Laurel, Echo, Blink Dagger done. You've got the Monkey. Dasso is done on Dahak, and he does a lot of damage, but that BKB is a necessity because he needs to stay alive. Stormstormer, okay, so Stormstormer is going for, well, he doesn't have the Yules yet, or is not looking to build the Yules, it seems. But he's going for, like, the classic combo, Blink Dagger. If you get Yules, you have such a solidly long lockdown on enemies. Smoke up, they're heading out. There's, yeah, they know that they're smoked up. Like, they know they're here. And Hawk nearby, they get a catch on Tsuneko, but that's the bait. Nice Hex coming through, interrupting it. Serpent Wards get placed, Force Majeure is stuck in the wards. Can he get away? He does have himself the Shadow Amulet, but the Thirst does give vision. Stormstormer's charging in. He gets one kill. Nether Strike actually stuns up Force Majeure. Swashbuckle finishes the kill. Stormstormer's trying to run away, but he is caught with his panties down in a twist. And a 2-for-2 trade, but it is going to be Stormstormer dead again. Second time of the game. Well, in the meantime, Chrysalis is close to finishing up the BKB. He just needs one more piece. But the Huck is hiding in the trees a lot of the time. So not getting the most out of it. And the Serpent Wards were placed in an okay-ish position so he could at least get some extra farm on the Shaman, who is not done with the Blink. That Blink for Fishman's going to be huge. Blink for, like, Blinks in general for Entity are so good. Now, so much lockdown between them. If the Wyvern can get a good or reasonable curse, that can change everything. Like, Tiny can destroy his teammates. Monkey can destroy his teammates.
For Dire's middle tower.
So they need to be very careful. Of course, you don't really want to... It's not like it's the best game to get a good curse off, because, of course, they are very tanky on the DP, the Bara, who, of course, gets status resistance if he uses Bulldoze. You could use it on Gyro, but we see Gyro's pretty much just a walking creep. Force Majeure is even almost done with a Shadow Blade, which is nutty. Jump in, but a good curse onto Force Majeure. Does not. He did have the Bulldoze on, so the stun doesn't really last that long. And there's going to be the BKB pop, chasing after Laurel. Chrysalis trying to get the catch, and Laurel, he's just running to his death. Okay, that was freaking hilarious. But BKB is over on Chrysalis, so he's going to dip. Laurel just actually ran to die. That was actually freaking hilarious. And Chrysalis TP's away. 2-for-1 trade. But they did find Laurel at the very least, and the kill went to Chrysalis, which is, again, pretty big. Roshan is up. That is the second Roche of the game. Free Shard. Smoke out, no vision in the area, but they've got the Blink Dagger on the Wyvern, they've got the Blink Dagger on the Shaman, they spot him out, get the Burrow, Soneko in trouble, silenced up as well, they find the Gyro, they take him down, even though Fishman almost got taken down by just one move from the Gyro. Charge comes in, gets the hit onto Toby, but Toby's just going to burrow back. They still have all, well, they don't have Rolling Thunder, but they still have the other ultis available on the side of the Radiant. Oh, they know where Katomi is. He needs to blink away. Stormstorm is going to be the target. Does turn himself into a little ball of death. Dahak doesn't have his BKB just yet. Wukong's command comes out, but he's going to get taken down. Toby with the Epi onto 2. Fishman with the shackles on the side, and that is huge because Laurel wasn't there. Laurel with his BKB was just chilling in that mid lane farming up some creeps, and he got, well, his team just got dumpstered, and all of a sudden this becomes scary because they still have Curse. They don't have Epi, but Rolling Thunder is back. Roshan, of course, they're not the... Well, they could take Roche in decent time with the mass Serpent Wards. Like, they destroy Roche.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sorry, got a little bit distracted. Stormstormer dies bottom to Doc. That's a little bit of an... Well, not an issue, but... Chrysalis is now top net worth of the game. I don't know how he does it. I honest to God don't know. Charge comes in, but he gets used up before he hits the charge. Shackles onto Force Majeure. Hold him down. The curse on the back line. The Hawk is going to be the one caught. Can they lock him down? Actually, they're trying to go for the rest. Burrow gets the Hawk out of position. But Laurel comes back in, pops his BKB, but he's going to get ruptured. Wukong's command is down as well. That is... like, they're not doing too much. Fishman's going to be chased down, though, by Dahak and the gang. Stormstormer, swashbuckled in, does not have Rolling Thunder for the foreseeable future. But they're going to get the Burrow. Dahak sent back thanks to the Lotus. However, Dahak, can he stay alive? The great shot. Cold Embrace keeps Chrysalis in the fight. Laurel is going to die on the side. Notice still going ham with his Exorcism. But they will be able to take him down, and it's going to be Force Majeure with the TP attempt. Nonetheless, you're next to a Shadow Shamanist, so there's no chance. Katomi gets a triple kill on the freaking Wyvern. Beast mode. Wyvern, best hero in the game. And a rough scenario here for Winstrike, because, okay, it was 2 buybacks used on the side of Entity. The plus is that there's no Bloodseeker to take Roche. Like, that is a huge buff. Otherwise, this game could have just been, like, not over, but it drops very quickly out of favor. I mean, Dahak needs that B. I don't know why they are constantly fighting without his BKB. Like, he can't do shit. It's a Monkey King. He's not as squishy as, like, a lot of the other times. Because he does have a bracer, and it's past 25 minutes, so the bracer gives him the extra 10 strength and stuff. But it's still not easy. They've got so much lockdown between them. I mean, Curse, Rolling Thunder, Shackles, Burrow. They've got everything plus more. Seneko Glimmer. That's a nice item. Of course, they do have dusts on 4 heroes on Entity. I mean, to be fair, you are playing against a Bara with Shadowblade. They just built Glimmer, and you kind of expected Tiny, possibly even a Monkey King, to build a Silver Edge this game. Daomi's got the shard as well, so Splinter Blast now also. Its enemy creeps, went for the Arctic Burn debuff duration. Oh, they use everything on the Pango Illusion. Oh no, in comes Stormstormer. Actually, they're missing all their spells. Force Majeure still on the side. They catch out Fishman. He's dead, no buyback. They're going in. Toby's going to get silenced. Has the Yule, stays alive, but a good curse holds them in place so that Toby can try and run away, but he's going to get stunned up in the process. No Burrow available. Toby is dead. They're falling back. No curse is a big problem. Chrysalis needs to get the TP away. They should be able to disengage. Kataomi actually doesn't have a TP. Hi. Bye. Kataomi juking his way downtown, walking reasonably slow, and just could not get the Blink Dagger off. So they eventually do find him, and that opens up Roche completely for the side of Winstrike. Free shard, free ages, gimme, gimme. I guess free shard for DP. Yeah, free shard for DP sounds sublime. DP, Blink Dagger done. DP, Lotus Orb done. This Notice is such a threat in these fights. Lotus Orb, another game where Lotus Orb is just sublime against Curse, against Burrow, Shackles, Hex. Oh, Yule's dodging it, Rolling Thunder into the pit. Stormstormer's trying to get the yoink, but it's still gonna get picked up by the Dire. He actually has the gem. Stormstormer, Pango going greedily. Seneco's gonna get shackled on the side. Glimmer keeps him alive. Epi Burrow from Toby. They find the Aegis pop. The Huck ruptured, so he can't really do anything. Heals up thanks to the creeps on the side. Stormstormer Cold Embrace. And they want to re-engage. They do find Seneko. Both 5 positions are down. Aegis got popped. They do Who got the shard? Wait, who did get the shard? Wait, did he steal it? Oh, he already had roll up. He already had shard on Tiny. Oh, I guess Bada? No. I think he bought that one as well. I have no idea who just got shard.
Tower is under attack.
Weird. Basher next for Dahak. Not having the greatest of games, but his team is still 5k in the lead. They're looking pretty a-okay. Tiny's got double damage bottled. He's got the Shadow Blade finished. Close, close, close. But no cigar. Stormer homing missile. Ah! No load sorbs yet on the Radiant side. I mean, against a gyrocopter, it's kind of cool. Oh, Stormer. Okay, sure. He swashbuckles over the Tiny, and then Tiny misses the avalanche, and then he blinks back over. You know what's actually kind of ridiculous? That you can't pop your BKB while you're being avalanched. It's like insane. Like you can't do anything when you're avalanched.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Feels weird. Makes the hero really stupidly strong. Oh, Curse comes out, but the Hawk pops the BKB in time. Looking for the Snako kill. They will find Katomi. But that is BKB's popped on both sides. They find Snako in the end. Notice being charged at. Does still have the Exo Toby Cold Embrace. Keep him alive. But in they go. BKB to be popped. Chrysalis is actually going for Dark. There's no Wukong's command. Dark is in trouble. Dark is dead. Shackles. Lol is going to be full duration. Shackles. Notice in trouble next. He's going to be hunted. The entire Dire team. It looked like it was perfect, but the Hawk just can't do squat. Like his BKB doesn't do shit against a Bloodseeker, especially Bloodseeker with a Basher, and his Wukong's command was already used. Like they just waited out, and then in comes Chrysalis. Rakaka! Banishes them to the Shadow Realm. And up mid they go. Now the net with advantage is going to swap in favor of Entity. Chrysalis top of the board. Swift Blink next. Laurel dead. Dead. I mean, the downside of Monkey just doesn't do shit. He's going for a Refresher Orb. Wants to get double BKB, double Wukongs. Level 25 is going to be pretty big if he gets to that point. But they're breaking high ground first on the side of Entity. Fishman doesn't have a shard yet, which is kind of strange. I mean, the amount of farming that you can do with just the shard on a shaman is actually remarkable. Ooh, Toby wants to go back in. Etch a sketch. And they're gonna fall back. But they broke the melee racks. High ground, there's still bottom tier 1 and tier 2, mid tier 2. Like, there's so many outer towers still left standing. Pango, Rolling Thunder cooldown. Shield Crash, CD, and Ball. He's going Ags. Oh, I love it. Especially if you get like a Basher later on. Oof. Makes the hero deadly. Nether Strike. Holds in place some Stormer. Wukong's command comes out from the Huck. Fishman will be finished off. Nice AoE Splinter Blast, not level 25 yet. But they're going to go in onto Suneko, surrounded by enemies. Going to get the TP away. No, he cannot buyback use on Fishman. But they still have BKB. No Wukongs, though. Exo is also up. Katomi needs to be careful. He's actually going to be hunted by Laurel. Or is he? Oh, they're so close. Going in for the hunt. Swashbuckle from Stormstormer. He's going to be jump. Stormstormer locked in place. Wukong's comes... Curse comes down. Laurel are held in place, but the Appy Burrow in position. Toby comes through. Buyback immediately from Stormstormer. The shackles and interruption of the shackles by Toby. Actually, Toby kind of fucked that one up. Like, he yules up a shackled enemy. Yeah. Whoops. So they do manage to get him out, but that is a lot of buybacks used on the side of Entity. Like, they've used 3. No buyback on Stormstormer, or Kataomi, or Fishman. And for the foreseeable future. Which is dangerous. Roshan could be up in a minute. And Chrysalis. 2 Rupture Charges. That's his old Ags. God. That's nuts. Just get your old... Just like Puck. Your old... Well, to be fair, Puck's old Ags used to also add stun, but... Just your old Ags as a talent is freaking just insane. Shaman level 25, so he's got... level 18, so he's got the Mass Serpent Ward. The Hex Breaks is also going to be actually insane. This game. I mean, no, it's not really insane. It used to be against some enemies it's insane. It doesn't really do much against like Greater Bash because he can't hit you anyway, or it doesn't do much against Jingle Mastery because he can't hit you anyway. Sorry, my bad. It does nothing this game. Doesn't break Tiny's grow either. They don't have, but it's actually garbage. So he's probably gonna go for the Serpent Ward max HP. But it's good against, like, Tide and stuff. I love that talent on Shaman. Makes you such a dangerous late game hero. Against a lot of drafts. Not against this one, though. Roche up in 2 minutes. And they are desperately looking to try and get the Aegis plus more. I mean, free Ags or free Refresher. Both items very useful for Entity. Jumping around. Dahak. Going in with his Lotus Orb. Going on to Toby. Wukong's command comes down. Rupture gets thrown out. Toby is dead. Buys back. But Fishman's already finished off on the side. Chrysalis being held in place. Winter's Curse. But it doesn't really do that much. They find the kill onto Chrysalis. Everyone's buying back on both sides now. Epicenter Burrow onto Law, but the Tiny is pretty tanky. Kataomi, he does not have a buyback available. Splinter Blast, Golden Blaze, can he stay alive? He's trying his utmost. On the high ground, Glimmer Cape, he's still going, he's still alive and kicking, and they find 2 kills in the process, chasing for more buybacks available on the side of Winstrike, but do they even have a single buyback on the Radiant? No, Radiant does not have a single buyback. Stormstormer. Oh, no, couldn't get the roll up in time, and that is a dead Stormstormer for quite some time. Laurel will die, but everyone on the Dire team had a buyback at the start of this fight, and they can use it. Roche is up in 50. And Stormstormer's up in 120. Or 110 right now. So, they definitely have a chance to take Roche. Gaben's going all over the place on this one.
Pension.
Oof. Looking rough. BKB for force majeure. That's going to be a big pickup in the team fight. Well, to be fair, it's probably going to still get ruptured. The Huck finally has his additional Wukong's command ring. That is so huge. Like, in those fights, the Wukong's command, like, he pops it and they just run away and don't care. Roche is up. That's a refresher, which is good for the side of... I mean, free ags would always be better. Granted. But a refresher is definitely not too shabby. Get double Exo. Double Wukong's BKB combo. They're walking in. Hex immediately. Get the catch. That's a very dead force majeure. Does have a buyback. Immediately uses it. But he just walks in to die. And they haven't started Roche. They haven't really done anything. They just got hella surprised by a shaman on the high ground with his little spooter legs. Lurking about. They're just waiting until Stormstormer's back. Like, sure. Okay, there's a tier 1 tower top that he can TP to. They can't go Roche. They can't really do much. They're... Oh, Toby on the high ground. That's a nice sandstorm. Oh, this is so baited. It is actually unreal. This is so baited. Perfectly done by Toby there. Forces a move from the DP. They're going up the high ground. Wukong's command comes out. This is a problematic one, though. Dahak, very nasty. Charge in. Toby. He's actually out of reach and out of bounds. And that is the Wukong's command. That's about to end. He TP's back to base. Roshan's gone. Like, they lost Roche there. And it all starts with Toby sandstorming next to the Roche pit, but burrowing up the high ground to make sure that DP can't catch him. Toby, big fan. Into the pit they go. Serpent wards have been dropped. Monkey is trying to get himself back. Soneko's got the call down. Vision gain. Laurel, can they get the catch? Roshan's already dead. Aegis cheese. Refresher. Chrysalis pops the refresher. Curse coming in on the back line. But of course it's against a bulldozer, so it doesn't do much. But Soneko is hella dead. Charge in. 4 more. Force majeure dead. Laurel gets the blink back. Double death without a buyback on the 2 heroes of Winstrike. And what are we witnessing? Honestly, Kataomi is good. Like, Kataomi is really good. We of course saw his Barag game 1. His Skywrath game 2, which was nuts. They even gave him the Ags and then he just went brrrt. Now game 3 on the Wyvern. Where is he from? Kataomi is... Oh, he's Russian. Vladislav Semenov. I don't know why I went fake Russian. Vladislav. Duh. Yeah, of course he used to play on Creepwave with his homie, Chrysalis. Monkey with the refresher orb. Double Wukong's is pretty big. Fishman tries to cut the tree, hoping that Dahak is in it. Oh, they scan it. They know he's in the area. And they pause. How are they going to handle this? Oh, baby! A lag pause coming through. Okay, I'm quickly gonna check, because currently there is also... Wait, it's already done? Who won? Omega... Ravens 2-0'd Omega! Ravens! I knew they were solid! Wait, what? The new Mineski roster just got announced? Nah, Leslau, Fata, Thompson, Humble God, aka Anna, and Save. Bro. Mineski is back? with a very weird lineup, but still. Is that actually true? Because that would just be so fucking nuts. What a weird mix of players, by the way. Brazilian, Finnish, German, Russian, and Australian. Oh. Though, my boy Fada again in the team. Oh, can't wait. Can't flippin' wait. God, Southeast Asia is going to be fun. If they're playing, I mean, it's Manaska. I assume they're playing Southeast Asia, but still. That's going to be so poggers. Okay, now I just got to focus on this game. Still 6k net worth lead. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Though, okay, he's on the quick fingers. Going in, though, they blow up Fishman in one fell swoop. Laurel gets ruptured. Runs in the trees. TP's back to base. They still have the Aegis, the cheese. Don't have the refresher, of course, because it was immediately used previously. Aeon Disc almost, well, done on notice, and he can pop it whenever he feels like it. But the lead right now is 7k. Basher next on the Pango. The random energy boost. Oh, because of course he broke open his mana boots. To get bots. Double damage in the river. Level 28 Pango. Rolling Thunder duration increased. I mean, that Bash is going to be such a nuisance in the team fights. Level Bloodseeker. He's also got the Blood Right damage, which is okay, I guess. And Blood Rage spell amplification, I think. 38% spell amplification. On two pure damage spells. Splinter Blast. I mean, once he hits the level 25 as well, the Splinter Blast stun with the shard in the team fight. Oh, nasty. Wyvern's got a full Ags? So he's got that perma fly. Look at him go. Like, he can permanently fly if you want. Well, not permanently, because of course it costs mana, but still. He has that perma slow.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Both sides just lurking about.
Bounty.
Double damage.
Like vengeance.
I mean, I hope at the very least that this is not a fake announcement, because that would be fucking sad. I just got sent an image by someone in my Discord.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It is April Fool's already. April Fool's. Oh, it's April Fool's. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Oh, that broke my heart. It would have been such a cool lineup.
Tower is under attack.
Fuck you. I wasn't. Oh my god. It's April Fool's. It's not here. April Fool's here yet. Oh my god. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. God, that would have been so nice if it was true. I actually fell for like an obvious fucking April Fool's. Ooh, Rupture coming out, Force Majeure, Rolling Thunder comes in, BKB keeps him alive though. The Wukong's is over, he does have of course a refresher, they do find Force Majeure in the end. Crystal is actually going for Laurel, and Laurel is kind of in a pickle. Invis detection is of course there, and he's ruptured and he is dead. Very big kill onto Laurel on the side. We get to see a refresher from Dahak. He's got that second Wukong's coming out, noticed. They do manage to find a couple of kills. He's going to go for the TP temp, but the curse holds him in place. No TP out of there. Does still have the Aeon Disc that he can pop if he wants to try and still stay alive, but he is hella dead and he is hella gone. Into the pit they go. I still feel so incredibly flabbergasted at the fact that I fell for that April Fool's joke. Oh, but I wished it so. I wished it so. Free Aghanim Scepter to be obtained. Who's gonna Sanking? Oh, Shaman, maybe? Wait, what? Hey, who's got the Helm of the Dominator? Ah, okay. Seneko has Helm of Dom. The Visionary Hawk. It is actually a very good picture, by the way. Like, someone made it so freaking believable. If you join my Discord, you can see the picture. It is in the Dota channel. So just join my Discord, and then you can see the picture. Like, this was the ultimate bait. Though, of course, if they would have an announcement that they would all wear the Mineski jersey, if that announcement was true. By the way, why doesn't the Mineski exist anymore? Stormer gonna get jumped. They actually do manage to take him down. Does have a buyback available. Burrow onto the high ground. Toby trying to disengage, but there is Chrysalis. Man's got no fear. However, he's lost a lot of HP. Doesn't heal up with the thirst nonetheless. He still has, of course, the Aegis looking for Force Majeure in the trees. Epi Burrow. And the catch has been made. Toby does have the Aghanim Scepter. So they did give it to him. The refresher is on... No idea. Oh, it's on Pango Wango. Didn't force out the Stormstormer buyback, though. But it was so freaking believable. God! I still feel ashamed. I'm gonna feel ashamed for the rest of the day. Level 30 Pangolier coming in. Seneko just locked down. And indeed, it's looking like that's it, because there's no buyback on 2 of the Die Heroes. I'm quickly going to check out all the buybacks available. And yeah, that's by chance 2 of almost the only ones. They do have a Wukong, 2 Wukong's commands available. And a bottom tier 2 tower. So they can finish, attempt to finish at least. But they know there's no Tiny and no Bara for the foreseeable future. In the trees, Kataomi, of course, has that vision gain. Doc's like, nope. Chuck Testa. Level 30 Bloodseeker. Look at how fast he is. They see him rolling. They hating. 17, 4, and 10 Chrysalis. All 3 games going Bloodseeker in a grand finals. Man's nutty. Who goes Bloodseeker that much? Well, of course, I know that it's one of Chrysalis's favorites. It's kind of like Shad. Like, he also loves the Bloodseeker monkey. Oh, blinks out of the Wukong. Gets the catch onto Notice, but he pops the Aeon Disc. However, he's still in a lot of trouble. Notice, can he get away? The chase from Stormstormer going pretty deep. Actually, needs to be very careful, because Stormstormer, of course, does not have a buyback. Winter Curse coming out. Keeps him at bay. He's still alive somehow. The Hawk being kept out of the fight, but a great Epi Burrow comes in. The Smackdown comes through as well. And they will try to buy back into the fray. Force Majeure going for Toby. Force Majeure is going to get stunned. Shackled. Fishman, help me, daddy. But no one will save their teammate's life. He will fall, but it will be mega secured. Or will it? Chrysalis still trying. The Hawk does not have a third Wukong's. On this end, they're going to go for Chrysalis. However, in return, that Chrysalis still has the Aegis. And there's the Splinter Blast stun. Splinter Blast stun is in the building. They find the Hawk. The Hawk has a buyback. He can rejoin as well. But Notice cannot. Notice is done for. Megas is secured. And now there's 2 left standing on the Dire side to try and keep them at bay. 38k net worth advantage. And it is going to be Roshi Boy. The finisher coming through, Boundless Strike. Ooh, Toby doesn't get a catch, but what can they do? They're trying their utmost, charging forward, but they get the control. The Hawk is no more. The Hawk is nuked out of existence. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, Entity take the series in the grandest of finals, 3-0. They cleanly sweep Winstrike out of the server. Look at them go, baby. Look at them go. Nasty, filthy, big. But it is going to be Entity with the 3-0. Quickly going to have to check, because I actually don't know how much they... First prize, how much, of course, that got them. First prize was 20 grand. $20,000 for Entity. With $10,000, of course, for second place. $7,000 for Virtus Pro. And 3.5k. Actually, everyone almost makes some... well, not everyone. Bottom 5 don't get any money. The rest do. Nonetheless, that is a G to the G. No re. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, ladies and gentlemen. It was definitely a blast. I fell for a stupid April Fool's joke, unfortunately. But yeah, again, hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you another time. I'm gonna be going off the line right now. Congrats, of course, to Entity, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and indeed, good night.